Hello everyone and welcome back. Welcome back to our America's tour on our Falcon 50. Today we're gonna be keep going. We're gonna be leaving Portland and we're gonna be landing in San Francisco. I was planning to go from Portland all the way down to San Diego, but I kind of changed my mind. Let's try to visit as many airports as we can. So from Portland here, we're gonna be doing a quick hop to San Francisco, and then San Francisco. After we're gonna be going on our next flight. We're gonna be going from San Francisco to San Diego. This should be a pretty quick flight, 1 hour and 20 minutes, roughly 511 miles, roughly. There's no ATC, unfortunately. I'm actually surprised. There's no ATC online right now, but hopefully by the time we get going, we'll get ATC here and in San Francisco. Chances are, by the time that we are arriving in San Francisco, ATC will be online. So let's hope. Aircraft has been fueled already. Everything is ready to go. Wow, in that department at least. So we're ready for before starting engines power off checklist. So let's get going. I hope you enjoy the flight. Let's jump to our cockpit. So we are carrying 5.3 5,300 pounds of fuel. So a block is 5.3. Our gross weight will be 26,165, so 26,200 pounds. Those numbers we need to use for takeoff and our maximum climb, maximum cruise altitude. PFPX, with the profile that I have, is saying that he told us to cruise at flight level 450. I don't know about that. According to my calculator, I wanted to do 410. We're gonna try 450, but we'll see what happens. So that's that. Anyways, parking brake is set. Cockpit flow, I already did the first flow, so we can refuel the plane. So that side is done. Audio panels, everything set. Oxygen, as we talked about it last time, I'm gonna start skipping the stuff that is not. This is the real life checklist. It's a mix of the real life and right. So, but I'm gonna start skipping the steps that are not simulated on the plane here. So oxygen is one of them. Fire handles are in. So everything's looking good. Extinguishers, everything's on 0. Landing gear is down and latched. Everything looks good. Radar is off. Standby pumps off. Cabin pressure selected. It's auto and guarded. Up and down control set. Cabin pressure now. We're going to be using 2992. And we're going to set to a flight altitude of 45,000. There we go. Power should be cut off. There we go. Air brakes retracted. Slat and flap handle clean. Radio master, everything is off here. Anti-ice we don't need right now. Anti-ice is off. Bleed air is set. Fuel panel, it's good for now. Start selectors, ground start. Engine computers on. DC power selector normal. Electric panel is set. We're going to be turning the batteries on right away. Pitot switch off on both pilot and co-pilot. Windshield heat off on both too, on all 3 of them. There's the side one too. Circuit breakers we can check. We just pretend because they are not simulated here. It's just a texture there. And that's that. Now before starting engines, power on. So this is when we turn the power on. So battery 1 and 2 on. It's a 24 volts for both batteries. Main bus tie switch we're tying, and we have to double check the bus tie is on, the light. C&D bus tied. External lights as required. We're gonna bring anti-collision to red right away. We could have nav lights, it doesn't really matter. Let's save the nav lights for now. Fire test. We test right away. Test the warning panel. Test landing gear panel. So everything has been tested. And engine airframe anti-ice off, so we already checked the anti-ice is off. With that, we bring generators on. We can test the battery. As you can see, we are draining the battery right now. It's on the plus side, and that makes sense, of course, because we don't have the APU or GPU running. Okay, let's go to the APU start. I'm not gonna jump to the other side, it's just easier to do this. A main bus tie is light. The light is on, so we have the main bus tied. Number 2 booster pump on. Sorry about that. APU master on. APU generator on, and start on the APU. We're gonna have a increase on the RPM, EGT for the APU, and a generator load gonna come alive too. So we should have an increase in 10 seconds. If we don't get, we stop. But we got right away, so everything looks good. Voltage and load, everything is looking good. Now let's check the batteries. Negative, so it's being charged by the APU. That's what we want to see. So everything's looking good. And we can have a bleed air here on for now, coming from the APU. Temperature is pretty hot here right now. We have at Portland 32 degrees at this moment. We can actually set right away. It's not gonna work, but we can roughly set. We know it's this is so complicated, so hard to stop where you want. We know that halfway roughly should be around 22 degrees. Okay, so that's it for our starting up our APU. Now it's before starting engines, power on checklist, because we have power now. Inverters should be on. There we go. We can check. And the light should come off, light should be out here on our panel. Yeah, looking good. Cabin and cockpit lighting as appropriate, we are okay. GPS can go on. Unfortunately, we have to, the GPS is tied to avionics master, so we have to turn the avionics master on right away. Seatbelts and no smoke on. Emergency lights on, then armed. Check the fuel quantity. If you wanna double check, I don't remember if this screws the, no, it doesn't. Good. We should check our payload manager here. Let me just double check that you guys can see what I can see, what I'm seeing here. Yes. So we should have 972, 972, 422 on each. And sorry about that, we need this one too. Oh, that's funny that he got. Oh, that's strange. They bugged the numbers here. It would have been nice to know the numbers on the feeders. But it will be 600, 600. We'll calculate real quick here. So we should have in total 5318. So remember, up is wing, down is feeders. I know I have 600 on each side, the feeders, the left and right, the right and left. So yeah, this looks good, 600, 600. And we have 15, 16, 17, or around 16, 17 on the main one. So let's call 16 and 1200, 28 plus 500 here roughly, so 33, and another 2000, 53. That's what it looks here. Yeah, we're supposed to have 5318, so that looks good. Just a real quick estimate, really. We don't have to be precise here. So fuel looks good. Hydraulics, looks good. Quantity looks good. Standby pump on. And then auto. So we saw that we have a little bit of pressure. Stall 2 test. Yeah, it's working. Air brakes. Let's cycle. So we have the air brake light. Off. And position 2. Yeah, looks good. So let's retract. And the light should extinguish. Yeah. Trim set. So we have we never touch, should be 0, 0, 0, and here we should have takeoff on the stab, so green area here. Battery temperature, we're gonna test. Yeah, it's looking good. Standby pump off. VMO and cabin warnings. Test. Yeah. Radios and radar altimeter on. Last time I don't. Oh, on tested. That's where I missed the test last time. So there you go. Minimum. There's our test, and there's no test on GPWS. So let's test it right now too. Yeah, looks good. So 80s clearance, we don't have 80s, or we won't be able to get clearance. So we're just gonna go with whatever we have here. Should be 150. Let's bring this out here and try to maintain the proportions. And I also now want to check the. Oh right, we keep the map on top here. I forgot. There you go. We can make this a little bit smaller. Doesn't have to be that big. Pretty sure it's you guys can read. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's okay. Okay, so 150, we're good. That thing that we need to do here is try to open the the settings. Yeah, this is so hard to do it. Let's try here. Like I said, I wish they could add, when the right click something, open a menu that you would open the settings. This is so hard. I have a hard time every time that I need to open the settings, and unfortunately we have to open every time, or else this display stays so bright that really bothers. I'm pretty sure it bothers. Come on. There you go. Now looks much better. There's a message that this is personal license and all that stuff. Okay, let's get the GPS going here first, and then we go back to the cockpit and set everything else. So flight plan we're gonna import, hopefully it's gonna work. So catalog, import. So the flight is KPDX KSFO. There we go. This looks about right. Okay, we're gonna activate. Insert B4 KPDX Portland and add KSFO San Francisco. Oh, the settings. The settings make, yeah, I keep forgetting that RXP, thank you, I keep forgetting that RXP settings override, blocks blocked on OBS, the simulator screen. Okay, there we go, very good. So our departure, we can talk about it. It's gonna be mine 5. There we go. Runway 28 right. FAMUK. There we go. And our approach, arrival and approach. Arrival should be just give me 1 second. Yeah, BDEG 3. With ML back. Okay. And the approach will be ILS runway 28 right. We can use vectors or we can use Addy. Yeah, let's use Addy. We'll change, hopefully ATC will be online by the time we get there. So, let's hope. We can only hope. So, this is all set. If we have to come back, we're going to be landing runway 28 right, so we can set up the localizer 111.3. Oh, I was too fast. There we go. ILS India India Alpha Papa, course is 283. For our star, for our seed, it's an RNAV seed, so there's not much we have to worry about. And we won't be tracking any VOR on our way. So we can go straight to our localizer in San Francisco 111.7. We're not going to transfer, we're just going to enter. So this will be San Francisco. for nav 2 we can set up 116.8, which is Oakland VOR that we can use during our approach. And of course always leave on standby 1117. Come on. There you go. So that's that for radio navigation. We're all set. So we have VOR, everything set properly. If we have to land here, back, decision height on the ILS is 250. So we are set. A VOR set, everything looks good. Let's set our altimeter. Altimeter setting right now is 2997. Our initial climb, I always forget that we can actually click to change the thousands, will be 15,000 from what I remember. Yes, 15,000. It's actually, it is, but it isn't. 15,000. It's ATC assigned, but there's we'll see. There's a note there saying 15,000. So we're gonna just follow 15,000 since there's no ATC. What we should do real quick too is just preview the flight plan. Make sure that everything looks good. Especially the seat and the star. Yeah, that looks about right. Yeah, looks about right. We can, instead of using Addy, now that I'm looking there, we could use... Now. We should vector ourselves actually. Yeah, we better change from Addy to Archie. I think it's a little bit longer, but it will make it for an easier turn there. So instead of Addy, we're gonna use Archie. See, this is gonna be a little bit better to go this way instead of coming to Addy down here. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Okay, so that's that. Let's set up the bugs. Our VO1 is 91, VR 101. VR is equals V2. VFR is 116, and our BFL is 3,200 feet. Our setting will be on number two, anyone on number 2 engine 98.5 for takeoff, and maximum continuous will be 96.8%. That's something to keep in mind. We tested this already. We tested the DH, have everything set, so we're good in that front. Pressurization has been set, so we're good. We're good to start the engines. So there you go. We have our parking brakes on emergency brakes. So our number 2 parking brake should be on steady. Cabin warning lights, anything that is important to start the engine should be showing properly. So we have fuel, because we're using APU, we're using the fuel system number 2. Fuel 2 is running, is good. So, but we have a warning on 1 and 3, which makes sense. So let's start number 2 first. So we have booster and transfer pumps on, so we're good. We can just start the engine right now. So as usual for this aircraft, the ignition, it's gonna connect. We should connect at N2 more than 12%, and ignition should be coming off at N2 50% at 50% N2. So we're gonna be doing engine number 2 first. Press and hold for 3 seconds. Release. I can hear already. There we go. So N2 10, 12 right now. We're gonna release. Ignition should be on, and should be the light should be extinguishing once we reach 50%. There we go. Good start. Now we just monitor pressure, temperature, especially oil, and the turbine stages. Yeah, we're good on engine number 2. Let's do engine number 3. Booster on, transfer pump on. Fuel should be, the light should extinguish now, so it looks good. We're good to go. 3 seconds. Release. I can hear the engines already. Once we reach 12%, 10, 11, roughly there, we connect. Ignition should be on. Once we reach 50, ignition should be off. There we go. Another good start. Pressure and temperature. Temperature is rising, pressure is in the green, so we're good. Now repeat the process for number 1. Booster on, transfer pump on. Yeah, we have the fuel. Number 1. Remember, transfer pump light comes when the pump is off, so it's kind of a, but that's how it works. Hold 3 seconds. Release. I can hear the engine spooling. 12%. Connect. Ignition light should be on. Wait until 50%. There we go. Ignition's off. Beautiful. 3 good starts. So after start, temperature is rising, pressure is good. After start, we should turn the avionics master on, but because the GPS is connected to the avionics, unfortunately, we have to turn the avionics before starting. Engine instruments, everything should be good. Let's just move this real quick. Yep, everything is looking good. Hydraulic pressure and quantity looks good. Hydraulic warning lights, everything is looking good here. DC power goes back to normal. So we can see the generator is on the green. APU or GPU disconnect. So generator off and master off on the GPU, on the APU. As you can see, EGT is decreasing, so is the RPM. Warning panel looks good. Flight normal. Bus voltage we already checked. Generator we checked too. Batteries we checked before. Circuit breakers are good. Horizontal standby power looks good. Emergency battery looks good. Engine computers are looking good. Anti-ice, everything is looking good, and bleed looks good. Uncaged standby, I already did. Emergency battery. Radar goes to standby. So test mode. I'm gonna turn the brightness down a little bit here. Anti-skid tested. I don't like to. The problem with testing anti-skid now is that the parking brake's gonna go, just because the way the simulator works. We're good. Standby pump on. Radio navigation, everything looks good. Is on. Stall 1 test. Mach train is on and the light is off. Let's set the autopilot. So we're gonna have outcell, vertical speed, and heading. Our vertical speed. We need to turn this guy on. I don't remember, but I would say. Let me see if I have on my calculator. No, there's no vertical speed. Let's call it, I don't know, 3,000. Let's try. I don't remember. I need to fly a little bit more to figure out what works well and write it down. So autopilot, we engage and then disengage just to make sure that it's, yeah. There's the trim.
Autopilot?
And autopilot's off, so we have to retrim now because the electrical trim started trimming the plane. Nav mode, yeah, so VLOC mode. And now we open the, oh, the door is already open. So, okay, ready to taxi. Taxi lights will come on. And we just like that, we have Oakland Center now online, which is good. Oakland will take care of us. Not now, but Oakland will take care of us once we get to San Francisco. Well, now once we get to San Francisco, but will guide us on our approach and arrival. On our arrival and approach once we get close to San Francisco. Okay, so taxi lights on. Parking brake full forward and light is off. There's an anti-skid. Now we can test. So should be blinking right side. Good. Should be blinking left side. Good. Steering. You guys can't see. Let me hold the brakes here. Steering should be working. Yeah, right and left. We need to set here to our mode C on in our transponder. Slats and flaps. We should cycle if it's the first flight of the day, but I don't think there's a failure in this. We're just gonna leave, and just want to make sure that the reversers are locked and not deployed or in transit. So that's all we want to see. There we go. We're good to go. We never talked about I forgot to talk about our plan here. So the plan, real quick, we are right here by Atlantic FBO. We're just gonna taxi real quick. We're gonna take Whiskey or Alpha 3, go down Alpha, hold short Alpha 1 for runway 28 right. That's pretty straightforward. -5 departure. So runway heading 283 until 500, if I'm not mistaken, 540, then 268 to PEGT, and from PEGT we're just gonna follow this, and we're going to FAMUC, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, we are. So like I said, there's a minimum climb here. So let's call 250 for us. So 350 first and then 500 nautical miles per 500 per nautical mile. So the minimum climb once we start is 500, and then the minimum all the way to 540 feet, and then 350 per nautical mile. So we need 2100 feet per minute initial climb, and then we can go down to 1400. More than an, we're gonna be doing way more than that. So we don't have to worry about. Just wanna talk so you guys can. So you guys, when you guys are flying, you guys should pay attention to this. There's a reason why they have published minimum climbs. So you should always be following. It's very important. So yeah, so that's that. This is pretty straightforward. That's all we need from our departure right now. Just wanna take a look here. So that's Alpha 4. I always forget that we actually have on the GTN here. We actually, so Alpha 3 is right here. Yeah, let's take Alpha 3 then. It's gonna be easier. Just need to change something on there we go. Oh, just one more thing here. I want to set, no, that's not what I want. I want this monitor 21.5. Okay, Portland traffic, good afternoon. This is Falcon 50 Charlie Golf Oscar Foxtrot Juliet. We are by Atlantic FBO here, the General Aviation Parking. We're going to be taxiing to holding point Alpha 1, runway 28 right, via inner here, Alpha 3 and Alpha. Any traffic inbound or outbound Portland, please advise Golf Oscar Foxtrot Juliet. Thank you very much. Okay, taxi light, parking brakes, everything set. Let's get going. Let's set everything already. Remember, we want to do this by stages. We don't want to just go straight to the setting. We wait for the light to extinguish, and we set 20. And we make sure that everything is looking good here. Okay, everything is turning right, and ball is left. Just real quick, turn to the left and ball went to the right. So we're gonna get, I said Alpha 3, but this is not Alpha 3, is it? It's okay. Okay, so trims set for takeoff, slats and flaps set for takeoff, flight controls we checked, cockpit windows closed. Crew briefing, we are good. Flight instruments, everything is looking good. APU bleed, APU is off. And it's the bleed is on auto, so it should be working properly. Flaps, air brakes, trim, and speed. So we got our speed, flaps are set, air brake is 0, trim is set, and speeds are set. That's our before takeoff checklist. That's at Oakland on standby right away. Unless Seattle shows up here, we're gonna go from UNICOM to Oakland. So this is Alpha 2. We're gonna go to Alpha 1. Our takeoff, so like I said, V191, VR V2 101, VFry 116. Our N1 is 98.5, 96.8. And 96.8 will be the maximum continuous power. So we want to see 98.5, and if you have to extend max that we want to keep, 96.8. Okay, lining up. Start selector air start. I always press the wrong side, the wrong button on the mouse. Pitot switch both on. Engine anti-ice as required, we are okay. Exterior lights, so nav on, anti-collision both. Laning pulse, and taxi can go off. Warning lights, everything's looking good. Transponder, we have it. And runway is 28 right, confirmed. Portland traffic, Golf, Oscar, Foxtrot, Juliet, Falcon 50. Lining up runway 28 right. We're going to be flying the Mine 5 departure en route to San Francisco. Initial climb 15,000. Any traffic, please advise Golf, Oscar, Foxtrot, Juliet. Thank you very much. Okay, we're good to go. Not too bad for a plane that we only flew twice in 2 months. We'll get better. We have more than enough runway here, but like I said, like I always say, just like in real life, the more runway we get, the better it is. More time we have to stop if something goes wrong. That's the point of it. I know we can take off with this runway, but the further down we start, the more chances we have to stop and not having to commit if something goes wrong. Okay, we're good. So 98.5. That's good enough. Rolling. Okay, all gauges green. Unfortunately, oil, it's really hard to... Airspeed is alive. We're going to rotate that fast. Positive rate, gear up. Bring the power down right away. One bug that we forgot to set was an important one. The heading bug. So what we're gonna do now, we have the GPS, so we can follow the GPS, but this is not a good procedure, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it's really hard to set this now here. So what we're gonna do is, we're just gonna set to GPS. He's gonna stop complaining now. There you go. (2,000 feet per minute should be enough. Yeah, we need more. So that's what I was saying. I don't remember what kind of vertical speed we need to maintain 250 on our initial climb here. But anyways, let's make a call here real quick. Portland traffic, Falcon 50, Golf Oscar, Foxtrot Juliet, airborne running 28 right, mine 5, departure leaving 5,000 to 5,000. Any traffic, please advise, Golf Oscar, Foxtrot Juliet, thank you. So yeah, see something like 35 on our initial should be good, and we are not even going 99%, which should be our climb. Should be N1, should be 99%. So let's set up a number that is easy to remember, so 90%. Let's see what kind of vertical speed we need for 90%. The initial climb is pretty fast, but once we are a little bit higher, the things settle down a little bit. So yeah, that was a mistake on a heading bug. And I read on the checklist, but talking and reading at the same time. It's easier to make a mistake. There you go, you're going good, yeah. So see, roughly 90% at 3,500 feet per minute should allow us to keep 250 knots. Now we're good to go to 260. That's the climb that we are looking for. But what we should actually be doing is bring this to 99 or close to 99. So the setting should be 260 knots indicated, N1 and 99%. That should be our climb. And then you're gonna switch to Mach 7.72. Yeah, and you can see 3,000 is holding pretty well. Let's set our altitude already to our flight level 450. Not even gonna level off at 15. Sorry, this climb checklist, landing gear up, entry frame right. We did landing gear flaps right away, but now standby pump auto, start selectors ground, climb power set, landing lights and taxi lights. So taxi was off already. Landing light can go off. No smoking in seat belts. Let's turn this off right away. Autopilot and yaw damper, they are on already. Cabin pressure and temperature. See, temperature is a little bit, it's not enough. This is, by the way, this is the cruise side. So this is the cockpit here, and this is for the cabin. And the display only displays the cabin. So this doesn't display the cockpit temperature. It's only for the cabin. It's only for the fortunates. As poor people, we have to set up with whatever. There's no display for our temperature here. There you go, 290902. At 10,000 seatbelts and no smoking, we did transition out to 902. Oxygen quantity we won't be doing. And exterior lights as required. We already set the exterior lights the way we want. So we're on our way to 450. Maintaining 99. So we have to increase power a little bit as we climb. Or close to. Doesn't have like 98.2 is good. And try to keep an eye. One thing that I don't like is if we move to the co-pilot, we lose the GPS. But it's always important to take a look at the oil temperature and pressure. The pressure, we will get a warning, but we don't want to wait until we get a warning, right? To take care of the problem. Yeah, it's going well. 3,000 feet per minute once we are past 10,000 feet. Looks good. Let's transfer this right away. We're now going to we won't be coming back anymore. So just double check out cell looks good. Well, that's what we want, or else it's gonna blow through the. Can we pop this? No, have to go to the other side again. I just wanted to leave on a map screen. It's just, it really doesn't matter. Nothing has been set there, so just to have something. Okay, again, a little bit more power. Now we can bring vertical so we can decrease our climb here. It of course gets harder and harder for the plane to climb. And like I said, we want 260.72 on our climbs. So we're gonna adjust the vertical speed so we can maintain the speed that we want. And always making sure that we have 99 as we climb, or close to. And let's try 1500. I think we did 1,000 feet per minute on our last flight. And by the end, we were doing barely 500 feet per minute. So let's try 1,000 now. We're already at flight level 302, so we're pretty high already. It's only 10 minutes in and we're already that high. Yeah, let's set up 800 or so and it should be good. Then we will bring down to 500 maybe. Well, we're probably gonna have to. Right now we're good, we're almost to 60. And by the end we should be running full power on a throttle just to maintain the 99. I didn't write down the fuel burn. Oh yes, I actually did. 906 pounds we should be burning. Not counting taxi. I looked when we were just about to reach the holding point. We had like 240 pounds already burned, something like that. So 242, 246 when I last looked, and we weren't even lining up. We were still taxiing, so we should be burning roughly 900 just for the climb itself. I did my first flight. I did. It was painful. I actually. The first two flights actually, and it was a while ago, I wrote down every stage of the flight, fuel burn, time that it took, power, just to make sure if the real manual was going to work. So that's why I'm not too much concerned about fuel burns and stuff like that anymore, because I've already done this, and there's no wear and tear on the simulator, so the engine always gonna perform the same way, right? You don't have to worry too much about it. Unfortunately, would have been nice to have wear and tear on the engine. Well, would have been and not at the same time. Okay, what we need to keep an eye on is Oakland now. It's gonna take a little while. We're gonna be at Finer. Finer is right at the border between Oakland and Seattle, or Seattle and Oakland, since we're coming out of Seattle. So we want to make sure that we talk to Oakland before we reach his domain. That's funny that now we can increase a little bit on the vertical speed here. Okay, let's go to 1500 feet per minute. Another beautiful day. We have been lucky with this plane. The weather has been pretty good. every time that we fly. That's really good. Yeah, we could increase a little bit more, but we're doing 270. That's good enough. 260, 270. As long as all the temperatures, everything is looking good, we're good. $10,000 to go. And just like that, you climb to 45,000 feet. It's nice to have power. Everything else is looking good, just double checking here. Yeah, the important thing also is, I wish we could hide this. That's one thing that I like about the Learjet, that we can hide the throttle here, Quadrant. I wish we could hide so we could do all this stuff from the captain seat, and not having to jump to the FO and lose the GPS. Just want to make sure, especially that the feeder, which is down, the feeders are at their minimum here. So that means that the transfer pumps are working to keep feeding the feeders and maintaining at least 600 pounds of fuel, which is the green arc here, as you can see. We always want this sitting on the green arc, and that's for the feeder, not for the tank. The tank at one point, it might run out of fuel, right? That's for just for the feeders. Okay, let's keep an eye on our speed here, yeah, as expected. We need to bring this down a lot. I would say straight 500 feet per minute. I don't see us now at 38,000 feet being able to do much more, and we're gonna go full power. Yeah, that's it, all the way. It's whatever we can take now. And remember, according to the manuals, I don't think we can do 45,000 with the weight with the takeoff weight that we had, and outside the temperature conditions that we have at 45,000 right now. But PFPX, the PFPX profile that was done for this plane said that we could, but I don't know. I don't think we can, so we might need to change. What we can do is still keep respecting the 2600, so we're just gonna crawl, which is actually what real life Falcons do. The final portion of the climb, when you're going this high, it's really slow. They are not in a hurry at all to reach higher levels. But to be honest, I don't think we can even reach 45. But we're gonna find out. The EX will be able to, for sure. The Falcon 50 EX, the much better engine, would easily get to 45 here. But this older model, I don't know about that. So we can close the door right away. Doesn't really matter, just to follow the checklist. This is the cruise checklist. I'm gonna do this part of the checklist right away. So we just basically just monitor everything. Just close the door, set the cruise power, which we won't be setting right now because we're still climbing. We're gonna maintain at least 250. Or I should say we're gonna maintain 200 feet per minute. We should actually just stop at change from 45. I knew this wasn't going to be able to do 45. Not with the weight that we're carrying. Like I said, for the EX it should work, but not for this one. Just gonna look here real quick on our briefing here and check what altitude we can go that's gonna give us a good wind to, lower than 45. Anything, really. So let's do 41. I'm gonna amend my flight plan and set 410 41 and refile. There you go. Yeah, let's do 410. Of course, now real quick I have to look at different power settings for cruise, but that's not an issue. Okay, so our high altitude at doing Mach 0.75 setting will be 41. Will be we're gonna be burning 1,000. Well, we'll know right away. So we are pretty close, and we are 25,000 pounds. So yeah, let's call cruise 25,000, the initial, at least initial sector. And we're gonna be, it's gonna be, I say, it's -3 degrees. So let's just keep. Gonna be fuel flow should be 509. So let me just change this. My notes, 509 pounds per hour per engine. 93.5 N1%. And true airspeed should be 430. I should actually change on the flight plan too to 430. There you go. And refile. So our flight plan got amended. 41 will be better. So we maintain 41. And we're gonna set up 1,700 feet. So roughly 9 minutes, which is good. What we definitely don't want to is take too long, since it's a short flight, take too long to reach our top of climb. Let's talk about real quick. Let's talk real quick about our arrival and approach. So ML back, from what I remember, we can double check on the procedures here. Yeah, ML back Bodega 3. So we're going to be coming from ML back. There's not below 290 right away at ML back, and John has between 240 and 280. Bodega has not above 13, and then we have a mandatory at Cork 250 knots, 11,000, and Briggs same thing. And this is a vector. So what we're gonna do is, what we might do is once we reach, oh, we're gonna have ATC. That's right, Oakland Center is online. So beautiful. We don't have to worry too much about it. We're just gonna, he's gonna vector us, and he may or may not give us Archie or Eddie. I don't know what he's gonna do. I would say he's gonna vector us to Dumba, straight to Dumba, or even Seppen here, our intermediate fix. We're not gonna have to fly this, so it's gonna be a vector. But we'll see. We're definitely gonna ask for a runway 28 right. Runway 28 right is gonna make our life much easier, because we won the General Aviation plot 41 here, General Aviation apron. So if we get runway 28 right, we can exit at Delta here and straight in park anywhere around here. So that's the plan. Close to 1,000 to go. Regarding the scenery here, just a reminder, I don't have any of the California Orbix California sceneries, but we do have Pacific Northwest. So there's 1,000 to go alarm. So we do have Pacific Northwest. So we did have, which I don't remember. It covers, I know, Portland all the way down to Seattle and a little bit more, but I'm not too sure how far south extends to. But we definitely don't have any California scenery other than the North America LC, the basic stuff for Orbix. Of course, we do have the airport, the Flightbeam Studios, San Francisco, but we don't have the scenery. Will be North American land class scenery. There's no Northern California or Southern California installed. We're also getting close to Oakland. We should have watch here. Let me see. 10 more minutes, 12 more minutes till we reach Oakland. Oakland Center, I should say. We're close to the state border, but that necessarily doesn't mean that we are switching stations here. It's a little bit further down. Just gonna scratch that fly level 4150. My paper here, my notes. Set fly level 410. So we're looking for 520 pounds per hour per engine, 93.5 N1, and true airspeed of 430. Ah, forgot to lock. VNAV, it's another thing that we need to worry about. So he's already showing ML back, fly level not below 290. So we have a target vertical speed if we want a 3 degrees path angle. Time of the top of descent should be coming in 24 minutes. So yeah, pretty quick flight. I really wanted to go straight to San Diego so we could have had a longer flight, so we can appreciate and talk about it more, the plane and the systems. But at the same time, I want to visit as many airports as we can, as long as we have at least an hour and a half flight, where we won't be doing 30 minutes flights, just so we can visit every airport that we have, payware or good freeware that we have installed. One thing though I regret was not flying to Kelowna out of Calgary. We should have done Calgary, Kelowna in BC, Kelowna, Portland. That I really regret, but well, now it's too late. We're already southbound. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Okay, almost there. Struggling, but we're gonna make it. Okay, now we have San Francisco ground online, showing up on vPilot. NorCal approach. So things are looking good for us here. So we're gonna have approach, ground, and center online. They have an ATIS going on. I had the real world ATIS before, but let's get this one. 11885. Okay, before that, let's just set the cruise power. So our new cruise power will be 93.5. We're gonna set that with the mouse. So 89%. Okay. Oh, of course I clicked the switch. Oh man. Now let me just check if it's up or down. I like to keep on the feeders. To me, it's a little bit more important, since we can't keep flipping every time. I have to move. Yeah, that's good. 92, 9832, 953. Okay, we're good. It looks good. So there's the state, but the control will be the handover happens at Finer. Okay, anyways, let's try to get this ATIS here. So 11885. Ah. I wish we could at least pop this from the right here, get it popped so we can so we could come on. Oh, we're on nav, that's why.
Two 356 Zulu. Web 310 at 15. Visibility 10. Your clouds at 900. Temperature 21. 2.13. Altimeter 2987. Simultaneous charted visual flight procedures in use. Landing runway 28 left, 28 right. Departing runway 1 left, 1 right. North is 2 airmen. Bird ACTV and VCYOSAM. Advise on initial contact. You have information Juliet.
There you go. That's what we wanted. Runway 28 left, 28 right, so we're gonna ask for 28 right. So we have NorCal. NorCal is online, 133.95. Sacramento is online too, that's pretty nice. And we have ground, and we have center. So we're gonna be talking to 3 different ATC. We have Oakland already showing up here. As soon as we get out of the UNICOM, which we actually could do it right now. Doesn't really matter. Let's go Oakland right away. So we can set up NorCal right away too. 33.95. And it's nice so we can have an idea what's going on right now. So that 8 was from 2356, so it's gonna expire soon. We'll be getting another one before we get.
Oakland Center, good day, Southwest 795 out of 12,300 for 19.
Southwest 795, Oakland Center, climb maintain, flight level 290.
Flight level 290, Southwest 795.
Oakland Center, good afternoon. Falcon 50, Golf Oscar, Foxtrot Juliet. We are roughly 20 miles north of Finer, inbound San Francisco, flight level 410.
CGOFJ, Oakland Center, squawk 3272.
3272 for Golf Oscar, Foxtrot Juliet. Well, that was interesting.
290 on the altitude.
That was interesting.
Oakland Center, confirm 290 for 795.
South 795, affirmative, flight level 290.
290.
Sparrow Wings 425, contact NorCal approach 133.95.
133.95. Thank you very much.
Alaska 701, descend via the Big at 3 arrival, resume published speed, San Francisco altimeter 2987.
Big at 3, published speed. Oakland Center, November 107, Mike Romeo.
November 107, Mike Romeo, Oakland Center.
16,500, currently 40 East Porterville, Cliff flight following to Monterey.
Number 7, Mike Romeo, squawk 3204.
Roger.
And wingspan 21 short 29, ready for departure.
And say again?
Wingspan 21 short 29, ready for departure.
Wingspan 21, runway 29, clear for takeoff.
Clear takeoff from runway 29, wingspan 21.
CGOFJ, radar contact NV. Number 7, Mike Romeo, radar contact, Fresno altimeter T9er 907, understand landing at Monterey, say again the aircraft type.
2997, and we're MU2.
Roger. Southwest 795, climb maintain, flight level 410.
Flight level 410, Southwest 795.
Alaska 701, I just wanted to verify that you got it. Descend via the Bodega 3 arrival.
Yeah, we're descending now.
Thanks, sir. Unit 706, contact NorCal approach 133.905.
$33.95, Unit 706.
There you go. Let's set our VSR right away.
Wingspan 21, radar contact, Truckee altimeter 3021, climb and maintain 16,000.
I'm maintain 16,000, we're through 8,700 now, wingspan 21.
Wingspan 21, roger, and leaving 1,300, you're clear direct Modesto.
Leaving 1,300 direct Modesto, wingspan 21.
So the VNAV is saying that we're going to be descending at 2400. So we know once we get close to 2400, we're getting close to our top of descent. For our descent, we're going to maintain 77% in
Alaska
one
701, contact NorCal approach 133.905.
until
395, thanks, have a good day.
26,000 feet. And after that, we maintain 550 pounds per hour on our fuel flow. That should give us Mach 0.8, 330 knots on a descent. Landing weight is expected to be 23,000 pounds. Our VREF, which we can actually do it right now, is 104. So let's put ref plus 10.
UPS 294, Salt Lake Center's offline, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, good day.
Off to Unicom 120.8, UPS 294, thanks for the ATC, bye-bye.
Falcon UPS 896 Heavy is ready to taxi.
UPS 896 Heavy, runway 34 taxi via Alpha, cross runway 25, hold short runway 34 left at Papa.
Okay, 34 right via Alpha, cross 25, hold short 34 left at Papa, UPS 896 Heavy.
Should be getting close now. Yeah, 8 minutes. According to our well, actually PFDX calculation, because I didn't add all the fuel burn. According to PFDX, we should be burning 3,046 pounds of fuel just for the trip.
Oakland Center UPS 1815 ready to taxi.
UPS 1815 Heavy, runway 34 taxi via Alpha, cross runway 25, hold short runway 34 left at Papa.
Okay, to taxi to 34 right via Alpha, cross runway 25 and hold short at hold short of 34 left at Papa, UPS 1815. Center, did you hear UPS 1815-3 back?
UPS 1815 Heavy, I did.
Alright, I didn't hear a response from you, so just want to make sure that I'm good to go.
UPS 1815 affirmative, thanks for checking. You're good to go. Normally I wouldn't reply to that if you read it back correctly. So you can taxi via Alpha, cross 25, and hold short at 34 left at Papa.
Oh, guess I'm not the only one. Oh well, it's okay.
UPS 896
we'll get it there.
Runway 34
Doesn't matter.
left at Papa, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
You'll learn.
UPS 896 Heavy, cross runway 34 left at Papa, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Just change to see
Roger,
someone
cross
controlling
34 left at
doing
Papa,
center.
Clear for takeoff 34 right, UPS 896 Heavy.
Right, usually they have a lot of experience on
Seattle
VATSIM,
center's closed, radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
but that's
Over
okay.
to UNICOM, I want to do that delay. Have a great evening, American 873.
Unit 1029, radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
Frequency change for United 1029, good night.
Okay, let's set up for our descent.
Southwest 795, amend your altitude to flight level 370.
And just double check the elevation.
Southwest
13,
795,
okay.
amend altitude, maintain flight level 370. Southwest 795, Oakland Center, how do you hear?
Okay, we're set. Open the door.
Southwest 795, Southwest 795, Oakland Center, radio check. United 359, are you up?
Oakland United 359, have you go ahead?
United 359, squawk 3217 and turn 30 degrees right immediately for traffic.
Squawk one more time.
United 359, turn 30 degrees right immediately and squawk 3217.
3217.
UPS 1815 heavy cross runway 34 left, runway 34 right, line up and wait.
Cross 34 left, line up and wait 34 right, UPS 1815.
United 359, I need you to begin your turn now for traffic. There's traffic that you just connected right over, or that's beneath you there that is a factor when you connected.
Gotcha.
Southwest 795, Oakland Center, how do you hear?
Say again for 795.
South 795, maintain flight level 370.
Roger, 370, 795.
And center, United 359, have your request
United 359, climb and maintain flight level 410 and you're clear direct Jessica.
410, direct Jessica.
Vertical track.
Wingspan 21, contact NorCal approach 125.4.
125.4, wingspan 21, sit.
CGOFJ, descend via the Bodega 3 arrival, San Francisco altimeter 2987.
Descend via Bodega 3, arrival, Golf Oscar Foxtrot, Juliet, thank you.
Alaska 2453, Seattle Center's closed, radar service terminated, frequency change approved. Alaska 2453, radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
Roger, frequency change approved, Alaska 2453.
UPS 896, have your radar contact, turn left direct camera, maintain 16,000.
Left direct camera 16,000, UPS 896 heavy.
UPS 1815, have your runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Takeoff 34 right, UPS 1815 heavy.
Southwest 795, climb, maintain flight level 390.
390, Southwest 795.
Alaska 832, descend and maintain flight level 310. Alaska 832, descend and maintain flight level 310. Alaska 832, center.
Yeah, center 310 for Alaska 832. Sorry about that microphone that disconnected for some reason.
November 7 Mike Romeo, contact NorCal approach 120.1. Mitsubishi 7 Mike Romeo, contact NorCal approach 125, or correction, 120.1, 20.1 for November 7 Mike Romeo.
120.1, Mitsubishi 7 Mike Romeo. Good day.
See ya. Southwest 795, flight level 390 is going to be your final for the foreseeable future due to other traffic.
Roger, 390, 795. Oakland Center, United 1685, what's your flight level 310?
United 1685, Oakland Center, squawk 3227.
3227, United 1685.
UPS 896 Heavy, clear direct Mather.
Direct Mather, UPS 896 Heavy.
UPS 1815 Heavy, your radar contact leaving at 10,000, cleared at direct Mather.
Okay, to clear direct Mather, UPS 1815.
UPS 1815 Heavy, affirmative, and that's when you're leaving 10,000.
Okay, clear direct Mather when leaving 10,000 feet, UPS 1815 Heavy.
United 1685, radar contact 30 miles south of Top Cat.
Oh, it's working good. We're maintaining a decent speed. So we're gonna be going like that until 26,000. Once past 26,000, we're gonna set 520, correction, 550 pounds per hour.
Gate 32, Los Angeles Center's offline, radar service terminated for change approved. Have a great flight.
All right, thanks, Ron. I'll have a good evening. Let's get this too.
UPS 896, descent at pilot's discretion, maintain 2000, Sacramento International, altimeter 2975.
Pilot's discretion 2000, 2975, UPS 896 Heavy.
So after I'm all back here, we can go down to, we have to stay between 280 and 240. So let's set 240. There we go. We can ease off on our descent here.
UPS 896 Heavy is leaving 160.
So just for our approach here,
UPS
the
896
card
Heavy,
bugs,
thank you. Contact NorCal approach
the bugs
125.4
are set.
today.
Alright, NorCal approach, UPS 896 Heavy.
Everything here looks good too. We're not using fuel transfer. Anti-ice, we are good. Circuit breakers, it's all good. Altimeter, so we're gonna be setting 2987 once we get to the point 2 at the transition level. And the avionics, everything is kind of set. We don't know very well what's gonna happen. We're gonna request 28 right, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna get vectors because NorCal is online.
UPS 1815, descend at pilot's discretion. Maintain 2000. The Sacramento altimeter is 2975.
Okay, descend to pilot's discretion to 12,000, UPS 1815.
United 359, Salt Lake Center's closed, radar service terminated, frequency change approved. G'day.
I didn't want to have to level off, but we'll level off.
United 359, radar service terminated, frequency change
Let's do
approved.
it properly this time. Okay, 190. And let's set our 550. Now, we have what right now? 18? 18, yeah. And then it's going to be not below, not above 16,000.
Falcon Center, UPS 1815, leaving 16,000.
UPS 1815, thank you, sir.
FedEx 240 requesting pushback and startup.
FedEx 240, contact NorCal approach 133.905.
Contacting 133.905, FedEx 240.
CGOFJ, contact NorCal approach 133.905.
3395 for Golf Oscar Foxtrot Julia. Thank you very much for your service. Bye bye.
UPS 1815, contact
NorCal approach. Good afternoon. Golf Oscar Foxtrot Juliet on Bodega 3. Arrival, leaving flight level 211 to 190.
Falcon Charlie Golf Oscar Foxtrot Juliet NorCal approach San Francisco altimeter 2987, expect visual approach runway 28 left.
Can we get 28 right for Golf Oscar Foxtrot Juliet? It's just because we're going to GA apron there.
Roger. Challenger Christian Falcon Oscar Foxtrot Juliet to expect runway 28 right.
Awesome. Expect visual 28 right for Golf Oscar Foxtrot Juliet. Thank you very much.
FedEx 240, I'm requesting pushback and startup at Oakland International.
FedEx 240 NorCal departure, push and start your discretion advisory to taxi.
Push and start at my discretion, and I will advise you when I am ready to taxi. FedEx 240.
Okay, let's start bringing the bleeding a little bit of that speed because we have a speed constraint here.
And wingspan 21 has alpha at San Carlos.
Wingspan 21 is
NorCal departure, Southwest 1253, ready to taxi San Jose.
Southwest 1253 NorCal departure, runway 30 left taxi, person 30 right, taxi via Yankee.
Change to 30 right, taxi via Yankee for Southwest 1253.
I didn't even realize we had a DSR already. Let's set ground speed then.
Good evening, NorCal approach American 550. We're with currently we were with the
So yeah,
ground.
let's maintain close to 250. There's a speed constraint at Cork, which is 250 knots, and an altitude constraint on 11,000. So let's go straight to 11,000. Since there's no bottoms now, just tops. Let's go down to 11,000 and try to maintain 250 knots from now on. Gonna be getting vectors for the visual 28 right, which is gonna be good. So bugs done, crew briefing, we're good. Fuel transfer, everything's set properly. Anti-icing we don't need. Circuit breakers checked. Altimeter setting 2987 check. Brakes number one on. Standby pump on. It's a little bit early to do that, but there's no repercussion of using standby pump on the simulator. In real life, you're not supposed to keep this on for long.
Mitsubishi 7 Mike Romeo, make straight in, runway 28 left.
What we can do here in some procedures, approach, we can use vectors to final.
American 550, runway 1 left, clear for takeoff.
Because that's what we're going to be getting.
American 550, runway 1 right, clear for takeoff.
Northern California approach, United 9976 with you on the taxiway.
Yeah, United 9976, switch back to ground point 8, I made a mistake there.
Switching back to ground 121.8, United 9976.
Thank you. American 550 NorCal.
There we go. Just managing our
American
speed
550 NorCal
and
approach.
altitude. We want to maintain 250 now.
Good evening, NorCal approach American 550 on Lima. Turn around to Mike for 1
So
mile
now we're
forward short.
maintaining 11,000 all the way to until ATC tells
American
us
550 NorCal
otherwise.
departure, runway 1 right, clear for takeoff.
1 right, clear for takeoff, American 550.
I'm pretty sure once we hit Cork, he's gonna vector
NorCal
us.
departure, Southwest 1253, ready to go, runway 30 right, San Jose.
Southwest 1253, runway 30 right, clear for takeoff. Wind 310 to 12.
Copy the winds, runway 30 right, clear for takeoff, Southwest 1253.
There you go, lots of stuff's gonna happen at the same time here now. Especially being vectored. So I have to be on top of the game here.
Falcon, Oscar, Foxtrot, Juliet, fly heading 09 or 5 vectors visual approach.
Heading 09 or 5 vectors visual, Golf, Oscar, Foxtrot, Juliet, thank you.
Mitsubishi 7 Mike Romeo, runway 28 left, clear to land, wind 260 at 7. Falcon, Oscar, Foxtrot, Juliet, descend to maintain 5,000.
Descend and maintain 5,000, Oscar, Foxtrot, Juliet.
FedEx 240, requesting taxi clearance.
American 550, radar contact, maintain 5,000 and say altitude.
American 550, climb out 2.1 for 5.
American 550, thank you. Falcon, Oscar, Foxtrot, Juliet, and altitude maintain 6,000.
6,000, Oscar, Foxtrot, Juliet.
FedEx 240, runway 30, taxi via Bravo Whiskey.
FedEx 240 to runway 30, taxiing via Bravo Whiskey.
Southbound departure, Southwest 1253, going through 900 for flight level 190.
Southwest 1253, radar contact. Wingspan 21, say approach requested to San Carlos today.
No, we'll shoot a visual for 30, wingspan 21.
Wingspan 21, roger after Clyde, clear to exit San Carlos Airport.
Clear to San Carlos Airport after Clyde, wingspan 21.
American 550, climb maintain, flight level 190.
Climb tape level 190, American 550.
So 284 with the course. So we activate vectors to final.
Charlie Golf, Oscar, Foxtrot, Juliet, descend to maintain 4,000, turn 10 degrees to the right.
Descend and maintain 4,000, 10 degrees to the right, Oscar, Foxtrot, Juliet.
Mitsubishi 7 Mike Romeo, welcome to Monterey, left turn when able, taxi departing via Alpha, good night.
There you go, that's the airport we are just on downwind
American
here.
550, connect Oakland Center 133.7, good night.
Forward Oakland Center 132.7, you have good night, American 550.
Yeah.
Wingspan 21, you mind if we step away for a minute?
Wingspan 20, go for it.
Thanks.
So 20 degrees, we'll try to maintain 140. Yeah, it makes a lot of difference now having the region on Orbix. See, it's kind of much better than standard or prepared but still not as good as having the actual region.
Wait, 21's back.
Say it. Charlie Golf Oscar Foxtrot Julie, descend to maintain 3000, turn right heading 180.
Descend to maintain 3000, right, heading 180, Oscar Foxtrot Julia, thank you.
NorCal approach, November 145 Sierra Tango, ready for takeoff from 830 at San Carlos.
November 145 Sierra Tango, NorCal departure, say intention.
We're just going to do some VFR flight up to the north. We like to stay out of the Bravo, if possible, for Icon 5 Sierra Tango.
No, November 145 Sierra Tango, roger, standby. Falcon 0, Christian 0 Foxtrot Juliet. The San Francisco airport is 3 o'clock, 15 miles. Do you have insight? Oscar Foxtrot Juliet, the San Francisco airport 3 o'clock and 15 miles. Do you have insight?
We don't have insight just because of some clouds here, but yeah, we have insight. Don't worry about it.
Alright, Falcon Oscar Foxtrot Juliet, Clippers will approach runway 28 right.
Clear approach 28 right, Oscar Foxtrot Julia, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we do have insight.
5
We don't have
make
insight,
right downwind departure runway 30 Cliff takeoff.
so let's not create
right downwind departure. Icon 5
let's
Sierra
not
Tango.
create any issues here.
Southwest 1253, connect Oakland Center 133.7, good night.
33.7 for Southwest 1253. Thanks for being online. We'll see you.
See ya.
Okay.
20 approach, United 9976. We had a sim error, had to restart the sim. Do we still have clearance?
Yeah, 9976, you still good.
Landing gear is gonna complain a little bit here.
Should get a taxi to runway 01 left.
So landing gear, anti-skid, hydraulic
runway 1
pressure,
left, taxi via
everything's
Alpha,
good.
Mike 1.
Stall 1 and 2.
Taxi via Alpha Mike 1, United 9976.
Okay, yaw damper. It's gonna be coming off right away.
Wingspan 21, descend to pulse discretion, maintain 6,000.
Pulse discretion to 6,000, wingspan 21.
So what we're gonna do, we're gonna shoot the ILS. Just because of this ceiling here, it's a little bit hard for us to see. It's probably clear skies, but ActiveSky is putting a little bit of a, right? So I'm not gonna say that we don't have any sight. We can easily land by ourselves here. Okay, glide slope is alive. We're good to land.
FedEx 240, requesting takeoff from runway 30 at Oakland International.
Tower is not on. Oh, we have inside.
Clear for takeoff. Wind 30017, gust 23.
Landing gear is down.
Clear for takeoff. Runway 30, FedEx 240.
Error 5 Sierra Tango. Do you want flight following services?
Hey, we could like to do some flight following down to the downtown area for Icon 5 Sierra Tango.
Icon 5 Sierra Tango, roger, squawk 4676 and say aircraft type, please.
So now we officially have inside.
4676 and we're in Icon A5 for Icon 5 Sierra Tango.
And ground's not online anymore, so we're gonna stay with NorCal all the way. And NorCal, just to officialize, Oscar Foxtrot Juliet has the runway in sight. Thank you.
Thank you. Falcon, Oscar Foxtrot Juliet, runway 30, correct, 28 right, clear land.
Clear to land, 28 right, Oscar Foxtrot Juliet. Thank you very much. So our final checks, everything looks good.
5 Tango, radar contact 3 miles northeast of the San Carlos Airport. Are you just doing the bay tour?
Hey, firm, bay tour.
No, we can't. With autopilot on,
5 Tango.
the odd damper has to stay on. Okay, go around now to this 3000, so we're good. Maintaining our 140. We're doing great. Glide slope. Everything's good. Of course, it's going to say we're fast. But it's just because we have VREF plus 10 set there.
There 192 X-ray, NorCal departure. Are you ready to taxi?
950, question.
There 902 X-ray.
I'm actually good. I'm glad that we're doing ILS here because see the ceiling is not that great. Oh, this lower. Sorry, I just want to make sure that everything was good here. Are we supposed to put air start here? I'm pretty sure.
General aviation, ready to taxi.
So far, everything's good. Air brakes, retracted flaps,
right at intersection Echo,
40.
taxi via Charlie Echo.
I'm sorry, can you come back on that?
That's funny. Yeah, air start selector. I missed on the
Centurion 714
on the
Charlie
checklist.
Papa, runway 28 right at intersection Echo, taxi via Charlie Echo.
Roger that. Runway 28 right via Charlie Echo intersection.
6240 radar contact, say altitude.
So see now that we brought it down a little bit more.
Sorry, was that for me?
Hey, firm 6240 radar contact, say altitude.
We are closer to.
I'm passing 3,000.
6240 Roger, climb and maintain 17,000 and turn right direct Altam. Resume on navigation.
900.
Okay, turn direct Altam.
We forgot I forgot the windshield heater.
Ascend
Here
up
just
to
set to normal.
flight level
flight.
170, FedEx 240.
800.
Oh, you have everything set. There's nothing else. So let's just turn the autopilot off. We're doing good.
Autopilot.
So autopilot is off. We have the light.
700.
Your damper is coming off too. It's a very strange view here.
500.
I don't know, it's kind of a...
Verify 0 Tango, do you want a Oakland class Charlie transition?
Hey, from
So let's try to exit at Delta.
For Hayward, 50 Tango.
There, 50 Tango, you want the Hayward, you want to fly over Hayward
Minimum
instead
continue.
of Oakland?
Yeah, we can do Hayward, 50 Tango.
So we're laning.
There, 50 Tango. Roger, you can just proceed as requested.
Proceeding as requested, 50 Tango.
And Icon 5-star Tango, alternatively I can give you over Oakland if you'd like it.
Okay, we'll keep that in mind. Thank you, 50 Tango.
Alright.
Let's not even use reversers.
NorCal Cessna 116 Charlie Tango at 6,500.
Cessna 116 Charlie Tango, NorCal approach Sacramento International altimeter 2975.
6 Charlie Tango, roger.
There you go, Delta. That's the reason why we didn't want to use reversers. We had a long way to go.
Icon 50 Tango. It looks like you're just you can go into the Oakland class, Charlie. You can proceed direct to runway 30 numbers at Oakland.
We'll head direct to the 30 numbers at Oakland and possibly like to go over the stadium.
Okay, Icon 50 Tango. After the runway 30 numbers, direct to the Oakland Coliseum, then on course is approved.
Over the numbers and then direct to the stadium and then on course. Turn approved for Icon 50 Tango. Thank you.
Wingspan 21, descend to maintain 4,000.
4,000, wingspan 21.
NorCal, Oscar Foxtrot Juliet, clear runway 28 at Delta. And we're just looking for a GA apron here right in front of us.
Oscar Foxtrot Juliet, thanks for parking via Charlie. We'll see you later.
Northern California approach United 9976 ready for departure on 01 left, holding short.
Yeah, 9976, runway 1 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 01 left, United 9976.
And Centurion 4 Charlie Papa, just to verify, you're going to make that next right turn on the Echo, correct?
Okay. It's busy there. Let's do our after laning. I did the most important stuff already. So thrust reverse.
Wingspan 21 to San Carlos Airport,
Stowed
12 o'clock, 18
slats
miles
and flaps. We cleaned everything. Anti-ice we didn't use. Engine anti-ice we didn't use. Windshield is off.
Wingspan 21 Roger,
Pitot heat off. Start selector ground start. So the ignitions went off. Main bus tie tied. And we had a light. And Charlie for Golf Foxtrot Julia, thank you very much for your service. Bye bye.
Foxtrot Julia, have a good one.
Winning 20, wingspan 21 set of field.
Wingspan 21 clear visual for runway 30.
So APU, we're not going to be running APU.
30,
External lights we already set. We have taxi. Red anti-collision and landing is off already. Taxi lights on, so landing light is off. Air brake position 0. We already had a 0.
Good evening, NorCal First, Southwest 1080 at the gate here, looking to push on to taxiway Zulu at John Wayne. San Jose.
Weather
Southwest 1080 to NorCal departure.
Weather
push on to
standby.
Zulu.
Weather radar standby and trim set for takeoff. So let's set the trim for takeoff right away. Not that it's gonna make any difference, because once we do our checklist again later on, we're gonna have to test the autopilot, and autopilot's gonna auto trim out of the green zone, so we're gonna have to reset at some other time. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. That was actually really nice. Happy that NorCal and Oakland showed up. Well, let's just park to the left here. I actually gonna do something. We're gonna do a 180 here, and park
Century
face
714 Charlie Papa runway 2 right intersection.
same
Echo,
side
line
as all this static was parked. Actually, it doesn't matter because we're not saving the flight. I'm gonna have to do this again later, so.
United 9976 radar contact altitude.
Ah, there you go.
Climbing 1,400, United 9976.
Head 9976, climb maintain flight level 190.
There you go. The parking
Flight
brake's a
level
little bit.
190, United 9976.
Anyways, parking brake intermediate detained, so the parking brake is
Centurion
on.
4 Charlie Papa runway 28 right at intersection Echo line.
Dome light as required, we don't need.
Roger, Echo, line up in white.
GPS can go off.
714 Charlie Papa.
But the GPS will go with avionics. Weather radar off. Avionics master off. We already said goodbye. So we burned 3235. Just real quick before we shut down. 3235.
Yeah, 9976. Verify you're on the left turn
we
on the
said
sixth
that the trip will take 3046 plus taxi. 200 for taxi. 3246. Huh. That's pretty close. That's pretty good. I made some adjustments for on the PFPX
That was a sick
profile.
What was that departure again? United 997.
Like the fuel, the bias for the fuel, and now it's working well. Yeah.
Left turn for 6.
I've done that going through those 2 flights that I made. I took notes, fuel burn times.
Papa, runway 28 right, intersection Echo, clear for takeoff.
Anyways,
on departure, maintain VFR at below 2,000 and right crosswind departure is approved.
21.5, yeah, everything's good.
That. Clear for takeoff.
We're done here.
At or below 2,000.
Stand by for our
white crosswind departure.
Stand by for a transponder. Let me take it off of the mode C on VPilot. We're good. Let's turn avionics off. This is gonna cut the radio. There you go. And disconnect right away. TCAS ATC off. Standby pump off. Standby horizon caged. For heat, doesn't matter. Power cut off. There you go. Engine computers off. Transfer pumps off. And booster off. Inverters off. Exterior lights. Now we can turn everything off. Taxi off. Off. Nav off. No smoking seatbelts, we had it off already. APU off, we didn't run APU. Oh, sorry. Fly normal on the tie. Emergency exit off. Batteries CND bus off. Isolated. Batteries off. And we're good. Let's request the chocks here. And we're good. We're done. So this is it. We've made it to San Francisco. It's a nice airport. As expected, Flightbeam Studios do an amazing job. And yeah, this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching. That was actually a nice flight. I'm very satisfied. Made us small mistakes, but for the amount of time that we have put into this plane, it wasn't bad at all. It's a very fast plane and a lot of stuff going on at the same time. On top of that, we are talking. So yeah, not bad at all. I'm quite happy. Even happier by the fact that ATC was online. So that was really nice too. Hopefully ATC will be online once we leave San Francisco. So the plan is from San Francisco, do another quick hop to San Diego, which is gonna be my first time ever there. So that we have that to look forward to. So San Diego should be our next destination in our Americas tour with the Falcon 50. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys have a good rest of the day, evening or night, or morning, depending on when you're watching. Thank you so much for your support. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything, please leave a message at the comment section. I'll be more than happy to read and reply. In the meantime, I see you guys. You guys have please enjoyed your week, and I'll see you guys next time. Like I said before, probably going out of San Francisco here for another short hop to San Diego, and that should be the last one of the short hops for a little bit at least. So yeah, Thank you so much once again, and I'll see you guys next time. Stay safe. Bye-bye.